Okay, now going more down now we have Matthew Clink. Clink. You know, we I can't say name got good kind of, you know, like when they click something or something, well, he Matthew Clink. Alright? And he the man with the producer who make the movie, the Escabai. Alright? And he tell us a little more about the movie. Local movie, you know what I mean? Belizean movie. Check it out.
This is a movie about a curse, about a Mayan folklore, the story of Ixtabay, this evil female spirit that haunts the village of San Antonio because she's released from a cave from oil exploration. They blow open the cave to look for oil, and they release this evil spirit, and it curses the village, and a group of students escape through the curse and through the military lockdown, go into the jungle and the caves of Belize to find a solution to the curse.
You know, with all this, all when pass through, but how comes it get for the idea for make the movie with Escabai, and he got a lot more to do, a lot more things for make, but he explained where and why he do this, why he pick this movie as Escabai.
Supernatural thriller made right here in Belize, 100% Belizean actors and Belizean crew. Well, we went to San Antonio Village and we talked to some of the elder people, the older people of the village, and we said, what are some of the scarier myths and legends and stories that happen in the jungle? And they told us about Tata Duende, and they told us about Ixtabay, they told us about La Llorona, they told us about different ones, but they said the scariest one is Ixtabay. And we said, okay, we have to tell that story. We have to go out in the jungle where it really happens, in the rivers and in the caves, and we have to tell that story, and we have to make that into a movie. That's where the idea came from.
One of the actor, Jim Arnold, better known as Jim Goodchild, you know, amazing. He was one of the actor. He played the part of the professor. Boy, big role, you know what I mean? And this is how he got for say about the movie, why he and the professor.
I played the role as the professor, as what the director Matthew had just rightly said, that a group of students went in the jungle with the professor, which is, I played the role of the professor. So it was very, very interesting for me to be the first involving in the first of its kind, because many movies was made in Belize, but none of them had all the actors and the actual stars and crews, all Belize, and so this is the first of its kind.
All right, we know that they have a lot of movies where make the Belize, you know, they got Dogs of War, they got, I can't remember all of them, but La Belize movie maker, but most of them are where they bring stars from outside, but their movie where they make the lone local star boy. So I asked Jim now, the professor, what next after this?
Well, we are working on different projects right now, and so Make Belize Films is involved in all different types of projects.
All right. Well, you know, you know what next now? What? You know, we have some supporters at the movie. We got a man called Coco Lake, but known as Papa Lake. He explained kind of supporter the Escabai movie, and he encouraged everybody for let's support.
If we can support movies from outside, let's do it with the movies from San Ignacio and all country of Belize, because this is lone Belizeans that act in this movie. And by you supporting and buying a CD, we give the best to our people from Belize as an artist, and by this we can make more movies, because for the first time in Belize, in the country of Belize, we have a producer that can promote many of us, support the Belizeans on artists on these movies.
Okay, now we know that maybe some person within the Spanish will say, Mara, what he say? ¿Qué está haciendo? ¿Qué está hablando? Pero Cocolik put it también in Spanish. Cocolik also put it in Spanish for who never understand what they say in English. Check them out again.
La película que ustedes ven aquí es algo muy potente que han hecho aquí en Belice, y es bueno apoyar a estos artistas porque por primera vez hemos tenido algo muy maravilloso aquí en Belice. Y con el apoyo de la gente de San Ignacio, Santa Elena y todo Belice, podemos tener muchas películas más, no solo de afuera, no solo artistas de afuera que podemos tener, aquí también tenemos artistas beliceños que pueden hacer buenas películas. Usted puede venir adelante a comprar su película aquí con los señores, como ven aquí enfrente, pueden comprar su película, igual como lo que yo he hecho, comprar una película. Hay que apoyar a los beliceños.
Why? No, we're going to a far one now with the, you know, they call the police to get on donation, but before we go there, I want to mention that, you know, that they got a vacancy for the bar, right? Like, down the road, but, like, you know, they know two lady gone there, two lady about in the 50s and 60s. yeah. They want job for work on a bar, right? And so now when they got asked, they got asked for the job, the girl look on there. Tell them, miss, we don't have somebody already, but I lie, right? But they don't want them because, you know, they don't want already. They want a young person. yeah. But anyway, they look like they even cry and all, but they really want a job because they need for paying bills, you know what I mean? So, and the person was so honest and sorrowful, so he get him one job, I don't know for how long, but he make them work. yeah. Now, you know, that, you know, anywhere I go, the youth nowadays, they like the sag. You know, put the pants way down and then the sag. But a lot they don't know what a sag, why they sag, they need it for style. But if they don't know the real meaning or why some man sag, then they wouldn't do it. But you know that San Pedro, boy, no, check this out. That San Pedro or anywhere else, right? They say that's San Pedro. Them boy can't go down and sag because police lock them up. But this here it is. They could walk on the beach or up on the street in a two-piece. Yeah, police don't lock them up. No. You know, they walk, the ladies walking in a two-piece. You know what I mean? That is good. So, boys, if you want to sag, enough for sag, walk in and brief. Yeah. And then if they don't do nothing, but the minute the sag, they want to carry in. All right? No. The police now is, watch out, the police really work now, I don't know, because they get good support, even from the community, and that's very good. So they're not so we could slow down crime. We can't stop it, you know, because that don't stop. That time a lifetime don't stop. So you only slow down, all right? And today, well, the other day they give them some donation, and also the neighborhood watch in Kyle District. But Miss Desiree Phillips, who is a senior superintendent and commanding committee policing, all right? She like big time boy, I don't joke. Yeah, and she explained about like they have logo, like the neighborhood watch have logo, and they have neighborhood watch all around the country. So then decide they have one logo for the whole country, and so then decide make everybody the same logo at the area. I'm not telling who in, but Miss Desiree Phillips, senior superintendent, will tell you exactly a little more. Check it out.
What happened? The Crime Stoppers Belize have partnered with the police department in respect to a Carsey proposal, which was eventually approved for a grant. And a part of that had to do with standardizing everything that has to do with neighborhood watch groups across this country. And the first thing we looked at was standardizing the logo for neighborhood watch groups across the country. So we decided the best way to do was to have all active neighborhood watch groups involved and have them participate in a logo competition. This was sent out across the country where we received 4 submissions, and we had a selection board that sat, and we reviewed them, and we decided that San Ignacio, the Cayo Neighborhood Watch Association, was determined the winner for the logo competition. This logo will now be used as a standardized national neighborhood watch logo that will be used across this country that has anything to do with neighborhood watch groups.
All right, now with the neighborhood watch and so on, they have different committee and chairman and president and so on, right? So we have Mr. Marcel Bedran, who is the president of the CNAA, Kayo Neighborhood Watch Committee, all right, association, all right, and then he explained how they get the donation, and this is how he get it.
We received a grant through the CARSI program via the U.S. Embassy. It's the Central America Regional Security Initiative. And we received a total of $114,800 US for the purchasing of equipments. As you can see here this morning at the police station, we have the ATVs, the 500 Polaris, 2 of them. That's specifically for community policing. There's different bicycles, trauma kits, whistles, handcuffs, the signs. And I'd like you to, before we go this morning, take a look at our neighborhood watch signs that that has now been recognized as the logo for countrywide Belize. So we're glad for that.
And you know that when I start with the neighborhood watch, I know a few, but now I ask them how much neighborhood watch they have now, and the man explained about how much I have now. It looked like very well, and this is the thing I have to say.
First get together this association, and I could remember just the beginning of 2012. We were at 3 neighborhood watch committees. Today we're at 17 neighborhood watch committees, just a little bit under 1 year. So our goal now, Mr. Pandy, is to now encourage other neighbors and neighborhood watch committees to form. Remember what our mission and purpose statement says: to inspire and to encourage Belizeans to come together, unite under one voice, neighbors looking out for neighbors. And a lot of people says, they ask me about the last line on the logo. And you know what? It is true. I am my brother's keeper.
Oh, with you know, the police and get the 4-wheeler, and the neighborhood watch get the bicycle. But I asked her that, you know, that will like you know, because sometimes when the police or get the vehicle or somebody and get a vehicle from a committee, like Dick Tam and Harry want ride it. And you know that once Dick Tam and Harry ride it, they don't care. But maybe if one person, you know, take care of it, then it might last longer. So Mr. Bijon explained, if the 4-wheeler when be for the policing, for the police, and maybe when a person dip and shift, you park it, and then when next person get on, I don't think so at all. But he explained exactly how it work.
The 4-wheelers will be assigned to one specific police officer, and he will be responsible. He will have a logbook. He will do the servicing, and for that same reason that you earlier had asked, why not just everybody? Well, then when you have everybody, no one is responsible. When you have one person, then that one person is the ultimate person to be responsible for the equipment. So I believe it's a new, it's not a new system, but it's something we want to put in place as the CNWA, just to hold people accountable for the equipments that we have, so that they can last a lot longer. We can get more out of them.